Happy Monday, my dears. How does overwhelm feel? This is Sarah, it's your fairy godmother. Just wanted to offer some validation for you that you might be feeling completely overwhelmed today. You might be feeling completely overwhelmed. You might be having headaches. You might be irritable AF. You might be really anxious, but also at the same time seething straight rage from like behind your ears and behind your eyes. And I'm here to offer validation for you that, yeah, that's what we're in right now. That's what the majority of us are feeling, if not all of us are feeling. So what do we do when we are completely overwhelmed and we must function in this world? We cannot retreat from our daily tasks. We cannot sit and hide and wait for, the energy to blow over. I know around full moons, I kind of tell you to do that. Sometimes I'm like, stay home, take a long weekend. But right now, what you're feeling is the vibration of this new world that we're stepping into. We had one of the biggest astrological transits happen last Saturday. And so we're really all feeling this change from earth energy to air energy. Sarah, what does any of this mean? Means that the way that you're feeling, think of having to function on a regular basis completely overwhelmed. Yeah, completely overwhelmed. So I wrote down a few things that could help in this moment when functioning while completely overwhelmed. Clean a corner of your house. I don't care if you rage clean it. I don't care if you're crying through it. I don't really care how you express it, but just do something very accessible and clean one little corner of your house. I was chatting with my older sister yesterday, and I've become so obsessed with cleaning. It feels so great. I know, if you knew me from childhood, this is brand new. I'm gonna be 37 soon, so this is brand new. I'm very happy about that. Breathe for 1 minute. If meditation is something that you are aware of and have been doing for a long time, I would say incorporate maybe 10 plus minutes into each meditation, or incorporate one more very serious meditation throughout your day. I spent about half an hour in meditation with all 4 of my grandparents. They've been dead for some time, and 3 out of 4 of them were abusive in some way to me. So it's a good time. It's a good time. But as one of my offerings shows, Spirit Counsel for Death, a lot of what I do is with people that have passed on, or people that are about to pass on, or as well as babies that are brand new from the other beyond. We'll get more into that later. What else did I write down? Be observant of screen time. It's our new binkie. So yesterday I was waiting for my dinner to finish cooking, and I did the thing that, a lot of us have a bit of a timer as far as what our scroll is allowed to be. And so, some people I used to put on a timer. I, have friends that, really, pardon my crassness here, but, only do the scroll when they're, sitting on the toilet, or, we all have our moments of waiting that we say, okay, I'm just going to do this. It's actually not as helpful as we think it's going to be. Going on to a specific page and, scrolling through that, person's content to get some information, that's one thing. But the doom scroll has kind of turned into a little bit of a regression for us. So look at it as a binkie. Look at it as a binkie without judgment, just to say, I'm super duper overwhelmed and I need to placate my inner child right now, and just accept that that's what we're doing. Accept that that's what we're doing. Just like everything on this planet, there are medicines, there are ambrosias, there are, poisons. It's all the same. It's all the same. So don't judge yourself when you do it, but just be cognizant of the fact that if you're doing the doom scroll, it's your warm blanket, it's your binkie. And I did it yesterday, so I'm not judging you, my friends. I'm not judging you. Let's see, take a bath. Take a bath. Also, go to your big 3 in astrology. What is your sun, your moon, and your rising? If there is 1 or 2 components that are missing from that, utilize that energy. So I have a fire sun, an earth moon, and a water rising. So I'm missing air. So being outside in the wind or going for a drive, having a fan on is always very, very healing for me. So that's something that you can also do during this time period. Learning how to say no. Just gonna leave that right there. And have 3 to 5 future use mantras. How does that you handle anxiety? So as we know, when we're doing, manifestations, when we're talking about The Secret or Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, we live into the vibration, Bob Proctor's work, we live into the vibration of our future selves. And that's how we manifest all the things. We act as if, so they say. But that version of you will also have stresses, will also have anxieties. So I would check in with that version of you and say, what do you say when you're under stress? Because that version of you doesn't go to a binkie, doesn't go to a self-sabotage. It goes to more empowering ways to handle overwhelm and more empowered ways to handle anxiety and frustration and anger. So maybe spend some time with your future self and say, how do you handle these things? What are your mantras during this time? Could be helpful. I appreciate every single one of you. You got this. We are all functioning in overwhelm, and we have to remind ourselves as human beings, we've never been in this vibration before. We've never been so evolved. We've never been this version of ourselves before. So be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, and I'm here to help. I'm offering validation for you. I'm your fairy godmother. Love you so much. Call me if you need anything.